Thanks for joining us for today's podcast. I'm Sean Schmidt with The Gray Sheet. Before investing time and money to generate data to support direct de novos, medical device manufacturers would be wise to first reach out to FDA to make sure their products should indeed go the de novo route. That's according to Quynh Hoang, senior regulatory consultant in the Washington, D.C. office of the law firm King & Spalding. In this Gray Sheet visual podcast, she offers a handful of other de novo tips, including urging firms to determine whether clinical studies are needed in relation to a potential de novo product. De novo classification submissions are used when the risk level of a device doesn't warrant the pre-market approval pathway, but the sponsor and FDA can't identify predicates on the market to support 510K substantial equivalence. Congress changed the law in 2012 to allow companies to submit a de novo application without first submitting a 510K, and FDA incorporated that change into a 2014 draft guidance. Today's podcast is a preview of a presentation Quynh will give at the upcoming MedCon 2015 industry conference hosted by FDA and Xavier University. Take it away, Quynh.
Thank you, Sean. Hello, everyone. Glad to be here today to provide you with a brief overview of my presentation at MedCon. That is, in just 3 weeks. I will be discussing, as Sean has mentioned, the opportunities in the current device regulatory landscape. What opportunities, you may ask? Well, many have surfaced as a result of FDASIA, the FDA Safety and Innovation Amendment of 2012. On this slide, I've listed the mandates from Congress that I think are relevant to the pre-market side. Highlighted are the two that I plan to discuss with you today. The first one is a change to the de novo process. FDASIA created the direct de novo pathway, meaning that you may go ahead and send in a de novo submission for your low to moderate risk device if you believe that there's not a predicate for it. In the old way, you will need to submit a 510K, receive a not substantially equivalent letter from FDA before you may submit a de novo. All the while, you already knew that there's not a predicate for your device. So direct de novo is a streamlined process that Congress, it's an opportunity, if you will, that Congress has created for the industry. Likewise, Congress has also streamlined the reclassification process for FDA. There are several situations in which FDA reclassifies a device type. De novo is one of those. So just to remind everyone, the long name for a de novo is actually a reclassification of an automatic Class 3 designation. A device receives an automatic Class 3 designation when there is not a predicate for it. So a de novo is to reclassify that device to either Class 2 or 3. Class 1. In the new streamlined de novo reclassification process, FDA posts in the Federal Register the new classification as well as the special controls for that device type. Before, it was a two-step process that involved publishing the new classification in the Federal Register and issuing a separate guidance document that lays out the special controls. These two steps did not always go concurrently, such that though you can see that there is a de novo device that you may use as your predicate, you still don't know what special controls you need to meet, so in essence you can't submit your 510K anyway. So by streamlining the de novo reclassification process for FDA, Congress has also made it easier for those Me Too devices to find out the special controls that they need to meet. Another important change that came about as part of FDASIA, this time through user fee negotiations, is the center's new pre-submission process. It's also known as the Q-sub process after the numbering scheme for these submissions. Their numbers begin with a Q. So now continuing with today's de novo theme, a Q-sub for direct de novo, in my opinion, is extremely important. Why? Because before you would put in all the effort, the time and money into generating data to support your de novo, it would be a good idea to first confirm with the FDA that the agency also believes that a direct de novo is appropriate for your device as well. In the same Q-sub, I would strongly recommend that you confirm with FDA whether a clinical study is likely to be needed for your device. And maybe over 2 or more Q-subs, you should also confirm the types of bench tests that are needed, the animal studies, if they are needed, and so their protocol and endpoints, and similarly for clinical study, if one is needed, the protocol and endpoints as well. The Q-sub process, I think, will help with reducing uncertainties or ensuring success with your eventual de novo submission. Now, once a de novo is granted, a de novo summary is also published. For the Me-Too devices, the subsequent 510K submissions, the de novo summary is a free and ready source of information about data and especially the special controls that are applicable to those devices. And I would say accessing those de novo summaries will help with reducing uncertainties and ensuring success with those Me-Too submissions. Some of the things that I've just talked about thus far are captured in 2 guidance documents that FDA issued last year, the final pre-sub guidance and the draft de novo guidance. If you should choose the de novo pathway, I strongly recommend that you also refer to them. So using the new processes that have been made available through FDASIA and FDA through the user fee negotiations, including the new de novo summary, you will likely reduce uncertainties associated with your submission, whether it's a de novo submission or a 510K that uses a de novo device as its predicate. Shown in this slide are the 2 de novos that FDA granted earlier this year, the Dexcom Share 2. Actually, I'm showing here the Dexcom Share with the docking station, and the other device, which is the 23andMe test for a carrier gene. I plan to discuss these 2 de novos in more detail in my presentation at MedCon, and I look forward to meeting you there. Thank you.
Thanks for those great tips, Quynh. I know we'll all be looking forward to your presentation at MedCon. And thank you for listening. Check back soon for brand new podcasts.